Good morning, welcome to my second TriYoga Thursday. Today we'll be doing a summer and an autumn flow because last time we did the spring and the winter flow, so I thought it would be fitting to kind of do the other two seasons to kind of see how we're going through the seasons in TriYoga. Today we'll be doing a lot with the legs in standing positions, and in the summer which is kind of the hot one where we're really working tough, but don't worry, it's not that tough. And also we'll be doing the autumn positions, and the autumn's a lot for the back. We'll be lying a lot on the stomach, really trying to build the muscles in the back and building up this flexibility, some strength here. Alright, once again, all you need is just your mat. If you have, as I have, blocks or books, that's well fine. If you don't have that mat or books, don't worry, you can do it all with just yourself and a blanket. A blanket you need because when we're lying on the ground, it will be hard on your back and your stomach. Alright, that's it for now. Enough talking, let's get started. Alright, so before we really start, we'll be doing a warm-up flow, and we'll be placing the right foot in front of over the left foot, and now we'll be taking the left hand and putting that up, bowing to the side, and then bending down on the hips, waving the hand down on the floor, getting up again, bending to the side, rolling down, waving the hand on the floor, up, bending to the side, bending down on the hips, up to the side, get up again, bend to the side. And now one last time with the right hand. And now the hand comes down and we switch feet, so now the left foot is on top of the right foot, or crossed over. Now we take our right hand, so the right hand bend to the side, hips down, wave the floor up again, bend to the side, wave the floor, up, bend to the side, hand goes up, bend to the side, come down, wave the floor, and one last time. When you're up, bend one last time to the side, hand goes down, feet normal. Now just kind of loosen up, shake it out, and we'll get ready for the first flow, the TriYoga summer flow. So for the summer flow, we start at the top of a mat, putting the blocks so you can see. Actually, I put them here because we'll need them later. And so for the summer flow, we'll just stand here, deep breaths, and then hand come up, really suck in the stomach, the core, the navel, hands come up, fingers touch, hands in front of the chest into triangle, O Mudra, and again. Just 3 times here, really warming up the shoulders after a warm-up. And now the next time we bend forward in the hips, through forward bend into earth touch. Remember, here if you can't touch the ground, don't worry, place your hands behind your legs or anywhere else you can put them. From here, we take the right foot back into runner's lift or runner, where you put the knee down. Runner's lift is where you lift the knee. From here, if you feel like your chest is cramped, use your blocks or books to kind of open up in the chest and get a wider stretch. And from here we go to slant, just placing the left foot beside, it's kind of being in a plank position, in a high plank. And just strong arms, strong legs, suck in that navel. Put your knees down into cat. And from here we make one cat roll, just really activating the whole part of the spine. Stretching out the back once more. And now we make a quarter of a turn. So we place our blocks or books if we have. And now we take the left hand and turn to the front. So we turn on the knees. And now we're in cat position but facing the front. And now we stretch the toes and we jump out into a pyramid 1. So now you can see my legs are kind of in a triangular position. My hands are in front of my body, so the weight is placed more in front. And if you don't have blocks, of course, you can just place your hands on the ground if you're that stretchy. But for many people it will feel uncomfortable, so use your books or blocks here to help yourself kind of stretch out the back more. And from here we just stand in pyramid 1 and kind of bend the knees, shifting between the sides, alternating between the left and the right knee, bending and stretching. And then one last time, when you end with the left knee, just stand here. Now a strong core, strong navel, strong legs. Bend your knees and roll up into standing position. And from here, now we'll go through forward salutation, where our hands are in completion mudra, which is this mudra. And now as the hands go up, the right foot turns to the front, so it's facing the mat. And the left foot is kind of bowed in, so the heel of the left foot is pressed out and in a line with the front foot. And then from here we kind of really try to turn our back or stomach or core, turn that to the front. The hands go up and we are in this warrior triangular position. And from here we go to side warrior. So we bend the right knee, down, out, both hands come forward, and the right hand stays on the knee and the left hand circles up over the head. Now with the elbow you can kind of press out the knee to the back so you have the right position. Important to have the 90-degree angle as well. And the stomach is kind of turned to the front. Or if you don't have anything with your neck, you can also turn your head up and looking into your elbow of the left arm that's lifted. Just breathing in here one time, and with the next breath you stretch out the knee and place the hand anywhere on the leg where you can reach. Now we are in triangle. Just breathing here. Again, look up or look to the side depending on what your neck will want to do. From triangle we bend the knee again, and then we come up into warrior 1, and we make a hand flow where the hands go up and down to the side, and repeat. So through completion mudra and then O mudra on the sides. Go down with the O mudra. One last time. And now when the hands come up in the middle, we place the hands in asana and we turn our head to look forward over the front hand. Kind of really come down into the stretch with the knee, looking forward, having strong arms, having this position in standing warrior, just breathing. Having really strong, it's just really trying to suck up the core and the navel so it doesn't hurt your spine and your back. One more time here, and then the elbow. You bow the elbow, place it on the knee, hands come up. One single breath here. We have been in side warrior before today. And now we turn to the side and the hand goes down. And now imagine we are in runner's lift or runner again. So we actually just made a quarter of a turn from warrior to runner. From here back to mountain. Just staying in mountain, breathing. Feeling the first part of the summer flow. And now of course we'll repeat everything with the left side. So from mountain we come forward with the left foot into runner's lift or runner. Again, put down the knee if you feel like it. And from here put the left leg back into slant, strong where plank. And then knees come down into cat. And here again we make a cat roll, really stretching out the spine. And the movement again starts at the back and ends with the head. Now we turn to the side, a quarter of a turn. Place the hands, roll around on our knees, come into cat facing the front. And from here we jump out into triangle. And again just feeling the stretch here, building up. Alternating the knees, bending and flexing. And just go in the stretch where you still feel the stretch being comfortable. Then again, strong knees, bend the knees, suck in the navel, roll down and up into a standing position. From here now we do the whole thing with the left side. So we place our hands in front of us in completion mudra, and now the left thumb is in front of the right thumb. And now the hands come to the middle, the left foot turns to the front facing the mat, and the back foot, the right foot, turns so the heel again is aligned with the other foot. Hands go up, and now again try to turn your back, your spine, your stomach, your core, your breast, everything here in the middle, just trying to face that forward. You're really activating, turning the whole side to face the front. Arms are up, and from here again bend down into the left knee. And hands come forward and place the left hand on the place the elbow on the knee, and the other hand rolls up over the head. And again try with your elbow to push the knee out so the knee is aligned with the heel, and we have the 90-degree angle in the leg. Arm goes up, and again if it doesn't hurt in your neck you can look up into your elbow. If your arm isn't that strong, you can also place the arm behind your back to kind of soften out the stretch and not activate your arm that much. It can help. It can also be helpful to place your arm behind the back if you have shoulder problems. From here, just stand here, breathe. Just activating the navel, really feeling the stretch. And now stretch the left knee and place the hand anywhere on the leg where you can touch. And stay in triangle. Have a right position. The arms are straight, very linear. And just stay here a bit, breathing. You can close your eyes. And then from here, bend your knee again and come up into a standing position in warrior. From here we'll make the arm flow again. So we start in completion mudra, where the thumb is on over the right thumb, and then the hands go up and they go to the side in O mudra. Completion mudra, O mudra. And the next time we're in the middle, the arms go out, kind of trying to have a right position, and now bow down into the knee, really stretch that knee and look over the front hand, in this case the left hand. Just stay here and stretch. You can look so that your hands are kind of in the same angle, so they're linear and not kind of diagonal. Breathe here, and then again put your arm on your knee again to side warrior. One breath here because we've been here before, and from there we make a quarter of a turn to the side where the arm goes down. We are in runner's lift or runner. And from here, one breath back into mountain. And just stay here. And if you feel like it, you can kind of walk a little in the mountain, alternating between the sides. Just kind of waking up the feet, but don't move in the hips, only in the legs and the feet. And from here we come down into slant. So we're facing forward, knees come down. We stretch out the toes and we come back into child. Resting position here. Just kind of feeling the flow we just did. Breathing, you can just let your breathing go. And one last breath here in child, and then we roll up into natural seat, really making the wave in the spine. Hands come forward into salutation. And this is actually the end of the summer flow, so we're actually not ending in a standing position today. We'll be ending here in natural seat, and from here we'll directly move into the autumn flow, because in the autumn flow we will be doing so much in the autumn flow, so it just makes more sense to just start here. So for the autumn flow, we start by coming forward into cat, and from here, from cat, just really being here, we just make a little cat flow where we come down into cat bow. Only the breast touches the ground, and then turn the hands, come forward again, cat bow 2. Now we're just making 2 or 3 of these, alternating between placing the hands facing the front, coming back, and turning the hands, coming to the front in cat bow 2. One last time. And remember, you can of course just go where your strength is and do it at your own pace, and do it and stop if you feel like you should stop. Alright, last time. Hands turn to the front, and now we lift up into slant, and from here we go all the way down, so our head will eventually face the mat. So into face down, just take a push-up all the way down, lie on the mat in face down, and now we can stretch out the toes, just lying here on the mat, resting. And now if you know you kind of have problems here with your hips, with your spine, you're not strong here in the lower back, you can place your hands underneath your stomach, kind of help lift up your stomach. You can also place a blanket or a pillow here to lift up here, to activate and help your spine, because now we kind of tilt here in the lower stomach, and then from here we just make a little flow with where we lift up the legs alternating. So we lift up the right leg, then place it down, and the left leg comes up and down, up again with the right foot, and down and up with the left. And you can of course, as a help, stretch your toes, so the toe that's in the mat is kind of rolled in, helping you hold this position and the lifted leg. Just alternating between the sides, building up the strength in the lower back. And the next time you've been on the left side, just stay in face down, one breath. And then lift up the right side and hold that position as an asana for a couple of breaths. One last breath. Put the foot down again, and the other side. So the left foot comes up now, holding this position. And down again with the left foot. Just rest here and face down. And now we'll make a little flow for the upper back, because for the upper part of the spine, because right now we just did something for the lower back. So place your hands where your shoulders are. And now we start with Cobra 1 rolls, where we just roll up only with the strength of the upper spine, so we don't activate the hands. No pressure, no using any force with the hands, only the weight of the spine. So just go where you can lift up your breath with the strength of your spine. And just really try to feel the movement in your spine, activating the upper muscles in your back. And now the next time you come up, you will go through Cobra 1, only using the muscle of the spine, and then you activate the pressure of your hands, pulling up yourself and coming back into child. One breath in child, and then directly roll up through cat keeping on turning down and coming down into face down again. And then we do the flow again. So we roll up firstly through Cobra 1, only using the strength of the spine and then putting pressure on the hands, activating the core and coming back through Cat into Child. From Child directly up into Cat, and from Cat just keeping on coming down onto the floor into face down. And then just repeat the flow one more time, back into Child, and then in front to Cat, and down into face down. One last time here. Now up, lift up only with the strength of the spine. Now hold Cobra 1 for a couple of breaths in asana. And then from here, lift up pressure, Cobra 2, a couple of breaths here. And then back. Lift up the toes and back into Mountain. And from Mountain, we come and place both our feet at the front in Earth Touch. And here just one breath. And then we bend the knees. We place our hands behind ourselves into Squat 1, placing the feet a little bit more in the front, and then putting down. So we're sitting on the mat again, and from here we'll roll down, so we're lying on our back, so we stay strong in the core, really activate the navel, and now sucking in the navel, we roll down, really activating every inch of the spine. Then just hold your hands on your knees and kind of slide the toes over the mats, really slowly rolling down until the knees are over your body and knees to chest. And here you can roll from side to side, kind of really feeling the whole part of your back, feeling the things we've just done, feeling all the parts of the spine. Feeling the Cobra flow we just did. And then the feet come up into 90 degrees and the hands come down into the mat. Just stay here, one breath. And now we put our right foot over the left foot, crossing them, kind of making the feet go together like there's some kind of snakes cuddling. And then we place, what is that? That's the left foot in the mat. And now we kind of lift up the hips and turn them to the right side. And now the arms come out. The shoulder blade can be lifted a little bit to the right side. And the body and the knees turn to the left side, kind of stretching out the knees, and the head can turn to the right side. And this is really good to stretch out the whole spine, stretch the back, actually just stretch it all out, stretching all the things we just did out, and helping your spine stay new and fresh. And if you feel like it's bad, the knees aren't touching the ground, you're hurting, the spine is hurting, you can place a book or a block underneath your knees to kind of help you with the stretch. Or if you feel like it doesn't stretch enough, you can place the left hand, let that slide over your knees to kind of intensify the stretch. And the other hand will just lie out on the ground. One last breath here. And then we roll back, so the hands come out, we roll to the middle with the feet, lift the hips back into the mat, get the feet up into 90 degrees, untangle ourselves, and the hands come down in the mat. And the feet can come down into knees to chest, just one breath here. And then lift the feet up again into 90 degrees. And now we do the whole thing with the other side. So now we curl the feet again, and the left foot is in front of the right. And now we place the right foot down into the air, and now we lift everything into the left side. The hands come out into the ground, and we turn to the right side instead now. Unless the face will stay in the middle or turn to the left side. And so the body is to the right side and the head is to the left side. And it's important that both your shoulder blades are in the ground. And you can see here, by depending on how far you go with your knees, the further up your shoulder blades will come. So you have to activate your stomachs, only go where your knees are in the, both your shoulder blades are in the ground. And again, for more stretch, you can kind of place your hand, now the right hand, over your knees to get a more intensified stretch. And then one last breath here. And then we'll return, so the hands come out and we turn the knees into the middle again, lift up the feet and untangle them and stay in feet 90 degrees. And from here, if you want, you can come down into knees to chest, one breath, and then up into 90 degrees again, stretching the feet, and then getting the legs out and placing the hands as a help on the inner thighs. You can roll your ankles here in this thigh stretch and just really feeling the whole flow we just did. This kind of the reversed triangle position we did in the standing position before, activating the core, and then the feet come together again, down into knees to chest. If you feel like you have strength in your core now, you only put down the left leg in the ground, place your hands around the right one, and now roll slowly up. And here it's really important that it's slow. I'm not rushing this process, not using the force I have and the energy I have to go forward. I'm just rolling with the force of every inch of my stomach until I'm up. So activate the spine again, activate the deep muscles in my stomach. Or if you feel like you don't have the strength here, because you shouldn't do like I'm doing now, where I'm kind of pushing myself up with all the force. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. So if you don't have the strength for that, it's better to keep your knees together. One arm goes over the head, and now you turn to the side, in this case the right side, rolling the knees, activating the stomach again. So we roll control to the side. I'm not just falling to the side. We're controlling the fall slowly again, and then placing the left hand in front of us and rolling up in that way. And then we're back on the mat, and we're back here on the ground. And that was all for this first day flow. I hope you enjoyed it. Just let me know what you thought. If this was hard or easy, if you liked it or not. And I hope to see you again on the next Tuesday or Thursday flow. Until then, take care, and Jaya Guru Devi.